All right, got us a nice little bluegill on here. Maybe a bluegill, maybe a red ear, but either way, if we can get him landed, we're going to show you real quick a little bit about handling these guys. You can get them off the hook and back in the water a little. Yeah, he's a red ear and he's a fighter, but there's some very definite things you can do with these guys to keep them a little calmer while you're unhooking them. And the first thing to do, oh wow, he's a nice one. The first thing to do is to keep from touching the sides as much as you can, because they've got a very sensitive lateral line. So instead of just reaching in and grabbing hold of him, the best way to do it is just take your fingers and peel back these fins here so you don't get stuck, and get him with your other fingertips right here. And you notice I'm not really touching him on either side. So I'm not irritating that lateral line, so he's staying fairly calm. I can get him unhooked. If they do get a little feisty on you, a lot of times if you just turn them over and work with them upside down, they'll calm right down. They'll calm right down, be a lot easier to work with. But that's the big thing, is just not touching the sides, trying to keep your hands as far away from the sides as possible. And you'll find that they're a lot more docile, they're a lot easier to unhook, and you can get them back in the water a lot quicker. And they can swim off, and they'll be happier, and you'll catch more of them later on because they'll be healthier when you release them. The other thing about touching that sides is, while they're not quite as sensitive as trout and things like that, they do have a slime coating that's a big part of their immune system. And the more you handle them, the more of that you rub off, and the more likely it is that they can be susceptible to any kind of fungal infections or parasites that might be in the water. So handle them, touch them as little as you can. Use your thumb to keep the top fins down, and try not to touch the sides, and you'll find they'll be a lot easier to handle, and you'll get stuck a lot less often by fins.